I'm not ready.
Tough tita.
We're live. There ain't no vision anyway.
There is.
Is there?
Oh,
I'm just setting up all my equipment.
what equipment? We're only having a chit chat.
Oh, yeah, well, what am I doing then? Setting it all up.
Hey, mate.
Hey, make it, Johnny. Yo, yo, yo. Hi, hi, hi.
Right, well, how comes I ain't got a notification then?
Rachel, hello, my lovely. Rachel's one of our new moderators, along with Yolanda. And also, Yolanda is Bewitched on YouTube. So you will be seeing them two ladies quite a bit. Evening, Carol, my lovely. As you know, Carol's a moderator also. Evening, Mads, Kerry, Stephen, Rhoda.
Good evening, everybody.
John Mack, hello, Lisa. Simon needs his new banner. He does need his new banner putting on. Evening, Amy.
I've just ain't got around to it.
Other mods are Mr. Scotty, Mr. Steve, Carol, Kimmer, Gemma, and Joanne. And I want to just say a big thank you to Evening Smelly Cat, Bewitched is here, Stuart and Louise, Andy. But I do want to say a big thank you to our mods last night and to everybody else that stayed with us till about 3 or 3 this morning. So, yes, thank you all. All are you brilliant night, Jojo. It really was. Evening, Vonnie, Heidi, and Lorraine. John's just trying to pick me nail glue off my nail because my fingers fell off. My falsies fell off. Luke, just watching John's video now when he came back last night. Got the doll moving arm bit. Really, Luke?
Cool.
Wow. Evening, Jasmine. I've missed one above Jasmine, but hello. Rebecca, hope everybody's well. We are going to be discussing last night's antics. Simon, can you see everybody in chat?
Yeah, I'm just trying
to. Do you want to be saying hello?
I've said hello.
I mean, to everybody.
He does.
Does he just do it in a one go?
Hello, everybody. You can't.
Do you
Simon
know?
Don't like shouting people out.
Gemma.
He's right. If you miss somebody,
I've missed one already.
So somebody might be upset at you. Hey, Nigel.
Evening, Nigel.
Yeah, the problem is, like I've always said, if you miss somebody, they get upset.
If you miss somebody, they just re-put the name in chat and say, now then, where's my shout out?
Shout out,
I want my shout out.
So if I just say, good evening, everyone.
Evening, Lewis.
You don't get Lee Evans standing on stage. Hello there, Maureen. Hello there, Victor. I'll give you a shout out, Harold. You don't
You miss me crying my eyes out. When was that, Rebecca? Penny, hello. Shout out, Simon.
Shout
for
out.
John.
Shout out. I'll give you all a shout out.
Hope
you shout out, just donate to me. Shout out.
Shut up. Right, so last night.
Shout out for.
Yeah, mate.
To Simon.
Right, I'm trying to make this chat big.
Lately doing that'll be good for your mind, Nigel. That best thing for it outside in fresh air fishing. I'm hoping. Well, I hope we can get fishing one day this week. Actually, if we've got time. Evening, BT. Rebecca, you were joking. Oh my God, have I missed something? Evening, Joe.
I've got it. Look.
There we go. I'm going to say humble. Tony Cherie. Tony Cherie. Hello, my lovely. That's the name I missed out.
Hi, my lovelies. And I don't know, for some reason, I thought he said hillbillies.
Evening, Irene, all the way from Japan, my lovely. Sending everything coming across the waters to you. Hope it's all right in Japan now. Hope things are getting a little bit back to normality for you all. Thank you.
Hi, Johnny.
I did with fine. John and Joe's shop. Oh my goodness, it was amazing. That's what we're going to talk about tonight. That's the review part of it. Evening, Rob. If you know any teams that need mods, I don't mind being one. No problem, Rob. We've just took Bewitched on, and also Rachel. So at the moment, we not, but I promise I will keep my ears open for you and let you know if I hear anything. But
somebody, you can become a mod. Once you sack someone or somebody leaves, you can become a mod.
No, because it depends.
Yeah, we're on both.
Yes, no, still under lockdown. Oh, Irene. Well, I'm hoping you're all staying safe. Everybody across there, my lovely.
He's on about opening the pubs up soon now, isn't he?
Pardon?
He's on about opening the pubs up again in July.
Oh.
Opening pubs up? I can't see pubs open.
Boris is about opening the pubs up again.
Johnny's put, he mod god me. Yes, Johnny. Simon, you're one of Simon's new moderators over there on Mr. G.
Johnny Kebab.
Evening, Catherine. Hope you're well. I was a rocker. I was a little rocker chick back in the day.
Homosexual.
Simon's face was a picture. I missed top bit of that. Huggles. Bad sound. It sound echoey, Leah. You're all right, Leah, my lovely.
They sold the furniture. You only get that echo sound when you've got no furniture in the room, don't you?
No.
You do. It only echoes to the house when you ain't got no furniture in.
Yeah, we were the same, Jasmine.
All the way from US, sending you loads of love across the water. Also, Joanne, Jasmine, we had 4 hours sleep. Also, John had 5, but he's absolutely knackered. So we are going to start talking about last night's live. We're going to have to put headphones on then. Simon, you're going to have to put headphones on because it's echoey.
Not my side. You sound all right.
Not on ours, it done. Not in chat. So you're going to have to put your headphones on.
I ain't got any.
We'll have to put them on.
Well, we're going to have to put ours on and hope it done. Laughed so much last night when it said dickhead to Simon. Oh, Catherine, that was so funny when Simon said, well, let spirits make a cup of tea. And it went dickhead. That was so funny. I've never heard it said that ever before in my life.
That wasn't very funny, that wasn't. Calling me a dickhead.
Setting up his headphones, so hopefully you'll be able to hear us.
I'll go upstairs and get mine upstairs.
Okay, just pop them there. Put that there. Glasses off the head.
Wait, Raymond, can't hear you.
They're not going to work, Simon.
I know they don't. Well, they do on the other computer. But I think my sound's all right.
Where does that go in?
Goes in an old Lindsay on the side of your computer.
I don't even know where this one goes. This don't fit in this computer.
Yes, it does look cool, Johnny, that picture, actually. I like the first one. We should have put the funny old man instead of paranormal. I think that would have been better. Not took the paranormal out.
It was, honestly. Oh, bless. Thank you, Leah, my lovely. Honestly, my sister and I were in hysterics. I just can't believe it. That is one of the most funniest things I think Spirit Box has ever said. Don't you agree, Simon?
Yeah, it was funny. You don't expect that to come through a Spirit Box, do you?
You what, Simon?
You don't expect that to come back. Like, I wish the spirits would make me a cup of tea. You don't expect to come back out of the Spirit Box, do you?
Also, Tony's put there was also someone by the window in between the stairs and Simon stood there. Do you know? I think it was Bewitched actually sent me a screenshot of it. Only what we can describe it as is like I don't know how we can describe it, but it's just like a dark shadow. Can you find it, love?
No.
It was just like a dark shadow. It was. I'll try and show it you when John can find cable for headphones.
Would you say it was haunted?
Yeah. Evening, Phyllis.
Yeah. Because like I'm skeptical, and I had a couple of jump scares last night.
You did. You go on. You'll be talking about your jump scares while I try and find this photo.
Well, when I was telling John, like, he reckons I'm a bit psychic, which I don't think I am. But, like, I just kept feeling somebody quite close to me. And, like, at one stage, it was like there was that feeling of closeness, real close up to you. That made me jump out of my chair. You know, but at the back of me, it was all like, that's where I kept feeling most of the energy.
Actually, I think I might have just debunked this photo, but I'm not sure.
Right.
Remember when you bent over?
Yeah, that's what I said. Get that troll.
Right, this photo we could have, when Yolanda sent it last night. I don't know if anybody can see that.
That's what I said to you, but you lots of know weren't there at the time.
But I've got a funny feeling John actually bent over and this, just looking at it then, just brought it back to me. I don't know if any of you can remember, but John said it was when he found that little troll.
Oh, on that ledge, on the stairs.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what we've caught. I think that might be what it be. But that, when we actually looked at it last night, I don't know, we were thinking, but I'm sure that's John bent over. But that would have been an excellent catch, that. Because it did look like just a grey figure with a dark hood on. But I think we've just debunked that photo. Which is already, but it's better to debunk than catch. But yeah, interesting, but some great catches last night. So Simon, how did you feel when you first walked into the studio event centre?
How did I feel? A bit nervous because I was meeting John's Sixth Sense for the second time. So I was a bit nervous. You know, but it was. I would say it was one of our first big investigations, part collab. You know,
our first big investigation. We've done big ones last year. Don't forget. So
yeah,
for you,
but collab. You never collab. You know,
we've collabed with some. We've collabed with some teams though last year. I mean, earlier this year. You what, Simon?
We're not counting them.
No, I'm not on about. But we can't say that we haven't. We have collabed with Mark. We have collabed with.
We all make mistakes.
But we've also worked with. We worked with A&E Paranormal.
Well,
we went.
It was my first, then, should I say?
Yeah,
it was mine.
Yeah.
Calm down.
You know.
Right. You know, at first, when I walked in, I thought, like, it's like any other place that you go into.
Yeah. You're on Facebook, Tony, and message you, my lovely. Evening, Gail. Would have loved Simon to go in the cellar next time.
You know, it was like nothing spooky. You just walked in there. And I didn't really feel a lot.
Simon, can you go back on your old computer?
Hey?
Are you on your old new computer?
Yeah.
Can you go back on your old one?
No, I'm on my old one now. I'm on my old computer. Why? What's happening? Is it freezing again?
They're saying that sound's not well. Selena can't hear us properly. Not Selena.
Turn your volume up, love. Turn your volume up.
I think it's just echoing for him. You did something last time, Simon, at your end, and it stopped that echo. You change mics or you change your system.
Oh, I don't know.
I've got it.
Hang on, Streamlabs.
Next to the end, there was something covering Petra's face. It did look like that, didn't it? I'll show you photos again. I'll find photos in them. Are you plugged in?
Yep.
Well, I'm just.
Right. Is that better, Leah? You can hear everything. If anybody's having problems with hearing, can you just let us know?
Phyllis, probably the most active place we have investigated was the event centre from last night.
Definitely. And we've been to some good locations. Yeah. We've done.
It's got.
I'm trying to think of locations we've done.
We've done Derby Jail.
Derby Jail, yeah.
We've done Mosborough.
Yeah.
We've done.
Love Mosborough. Love Derby.
Haunted Museum and Old Picture House in Nottingham.
Yeah.
You know, and out of there.
Ashbourne
Town Hall, yeah.
Pavilion,
Matlock Pavilion.
That school. When we went with Allan and Yvette, they were that school.
So yeah, but that's probably been the most active.
Most active I've ever, and most responses as well. So many responses coming through. Last night, it was just constant at one point. EMF meter. I'm still unsure about the EMF meter, just because video camera, the amount of phones that were on go. So EMF, I'm not going to say it's not, but just my personal thing with an EMF meter, when you've got that many phones going and different devices, I think it can be difficult.
But you could say that with all the equipment, because all the equipment.
No, you could, but what I'm saying is there were lots more to trigger the EMF, that one off, if you know what I mean.
When we were all in there were 7 phones at one point going. So, you know, it's... But
it's still interesting because
we did try to debunk it with phones, and we couldn't, so we can't be 100% sure either way.
And Deno had also set his camera up. We were all sat at table, and he'd set his camera up on stairs, and it were the REM bear was going off and the K2, and none of us were around that area. Do you know? So there is thingies, but just for K2, now, I'm just.
Leah.
I thought it was very interesting because, like, we had the rent bear on the Bible, and that
rent bear was
my favourite. That wouldn't stop, would it? And then,
I think Simon needs to take a chill pill next time to calm his nerves.
I need something.
Dear.
I don't know what it is. I just feel certain things. I think it's like a sixth sense.
Yeah.
You know, I just feel things, and there's a bit of common sense thrown in there as well. But like, the moment I walked into the building, it didn't seem anything. But
you don't like those, then, Selena?
As soon as I took the stairs, the handrail, then I felt a bit of like uneasiness.
This was before we even went live as well, weren't it, Simon? Because Johnny took us upstairs to show everybody else around upstairs, and I sat at table, and as Simon was going back downstairs, what happened to you at top of stairs, Simon?
It was like I couldn't, like a bit of brick wall, and I couldn't go any further. And John says to me, did you feel somebody push you? And I said, well, no, not push me. I says, it's like a bit of brick wall where I couldn't go any further. And it was just for a split second, and then I could move again. But it was like I couldn't move.
Yeah.
Like I was just frozen in time. And I thought that was quite strange.
Yeah.
You know, and it was only when John says, oh, have you just been pushed? And I went, no. And then I could move again. It was just weird how it happened. It wasn't a push. It was like a bit of brick wall or something. or an invisible force where you can't go any further.
Simon, got to admit, last night you made Crocodile Dundee look up to date.
Oh, I do want to say a big thank you to Johnny, because the little thing you can see in top corner where
You can't actually see you pointing to that, you know.
Well, I know, but you can see where it's got like the Grim Reaper and that design in there. Johnny actually designed all the background for it. John sent him that little thing across. So
Lindsay put ETA Moon and I put Exploring the Afterlife underneath.
Yeah, so I want to say a big thank you to Johnny for that, because that's going to be our new logo. And when we order his t-shirts for we've got to order some new t-shirts for us to investigate in. Yeah, that'll be on t-shirts. That's going to be on t-shirts, on pockets. So can't wait for that one. So now back to what we were discussing before. That's the subject. So how did you feel when you walked in?
When I walked in, I felt fine. It was just like walking in any normal building when you first walked in downstairs.
Yeah.
But once we went upstairs, like the atmosphere totally changed. It was just like a really heavy, oppressive atmosphere on that middle floor.
Yeah. Remind me of that in a bit, Catherine. We'll talk about that one.
And I don't know, like Simon said, easiest way, it was difficult to breathe. It were like thick air.
Yeah. And it weren't actually that hot either yesterday. So you can say that it was, it had been a warm day to make it stuff out, because it actually weren't that warm. It was quite windy yesterday. We had rain yesterday. So, yeah. I mean, my feelings when I walked in is downstairs again. I walked in and it were, like you say, it was just like...
Yeah, but this is from last night when we were at Event Centre.
Yeah, it was just like...
just like in a normal...
Yeah, it was just like walking into somebody's living room, that kind of feeling. But then when I got up the stairs... when I got up the stairs... That second to last stop as you're going up, you could feel a change coming in there. Yeah. And then as soon as I got to the top of the stairs, all my neck, and I just get like this. It's like a tingling sensation. I get it all around my neck. Now, normally, if I'm going to a spiritualist church or anything like that, and I'm praying I get a reading, on the way, I'll get that, and it's like that's my way of getting like I'll get a reading if I get that kind of sensation. I get that sensation when I'm doing my tarot cards, but a little bit more intense when I'm doing tarots. I think because it goes down my arms, and it's like cold shoulder kind of thing. Yeah. But that would just round my neck, and that made me feel a little bit. Not uneasy, but I wasn't used to having that feeling because I've never had that on an investigation. Yeah. I've never...
Dogs were following you. Everywhere you look, them bloody dogs, them eyes.
I loved it.
They were, Deborah. Simon was very affected last night.
He was affected, Deborah, very much so. I mean, there were at one point, I said I've never had hairs on my hands, on my arm stand on end, and me and Simon were sat. You were in that back room, and Simon, I don't know whether it was just before you felt that person behind you,
even hair on her legs stood up,
or whether it was just after. But I said, we're saying to Simon, my next minute he were up and out of that chair, and what feeling, Simon, that you got when you were sat in that chair and we were just talking?
How do you explain feelings?
Well, could you feel somebody come in your energy space?
Or did it feel like somebody watching you? Did it feel like somebody touched you?
When I said like about the dolls, everywhere you look at the doll's eyes always seem to be pointing at you, and you get that feeling. Yeah. Well, it's the kind of same feeling, but it's like you can feel somebody at the back of you, staring down the back of your neck, and like just standing over you like that.
Did your hairs on back of your neck stand up or anything like that?
No, it's just feelings. It just felt like somebody was standing at the back of me, like looking over the top of me. And then and my imagination with the feelings, and I was imagining somebody over the top of me, near me ear, and before they've got to spoken, I've jumped out the bloody chair just in case somebody bloody voted me. Somebody spoke in the ear.
My leg on thing. I ain't got hairy legs.
No, it's because when you said hair stood up on your arms, that's stood up on your legs as well.
Oh dear, Joanne, you got me looking at
feeling, you know, and you don't know because it was dark and
but what about when you? All right then, Simon, but you had that experience a second time. John was sat when John and Deno come back at end at night, and they were sat with us. John had just gone live. I think we'd all just gone live at that second. And you were sat, John were talking, and the next minute you did it again. You pushed the chair out of the way and you went round other side and you were just stood looking at stairs.
Yeah, because you've got not a big problem, but you've got a big issue with top of them stairs, haven't you?
Yeah. I just kept feeling like I don't know what it was. I just felt that most of the energy was around that stairs area. I just felt like anything that went up in the room with the dolls was connected to them stairs.
Yeah.
But you could walk from them stairs, go into the room with the dolls, and you had a shift. I felt a change in energy.
Yeah.
Not
so
more.
What actually happened, Simon, when they were when John, Deno and John were getting the interaction in that 1950s, 60s, 70s style room?
No.
1950s, is it?
Before that, I think. But,
whatever. That little room, that old one. I said 1950s. When they were in there, you walked up to that Bible, to that area where Rembear had been going off.
Yeah.
Did you place your hand on the Bible?
Yeah.
What happened in that split moment? Can you remember what happened? You fell? What?
To tell you the truth, I can't really remember. I remember touching the Bible because I like touching things to see if I can feel anything coming up, like energy's coming off. Yeah. And I touched the Bible, and I don't know if I heard a noise or like somebody like a feeling of somebody touching your hand on the Bible. It's hard to explain what it was. It was just like I was hearing noises.
Hey, Laura.
But my mind was saying like it was you and John walking around the room. You know, because my mind was logical.
Yeah.
And like I'm thinking, I'm looking around and it can't be then. And then you get a feeling like somebody's just like slid down over your top of your hand like that.
Yeah.
It did go very quiet later on.
We're going to talk about that one in a minute, Mark.
Yeah,
we'll he did.
Rewatch anyway.
But this is when Simon come away from that. I was sat down all night, but I was at table and Simon come over and I says, "Are you okay, Simon?" And he went, "I'm so emotional." He says, "I could burst into tears." Yeah. And you could see the tears forming in the eyes, and you could see you know like when you start gulping when you're getting that emotional.
I don't know what
when you can feel emotional, but it was that's and then after that you feel like zoned out. After that, he seemed to be affected a lot more.
Yeah, you what, Simon?
I took the Bible, and then I remember going from the Bible to the curtains. And I was just making my way towards Lindsay, and I just felt all emotional, like I wanted to burst into tears for nothing. Yeah. And in my head, I'm thinking, you're going crazy, mate. This ain't right.
But after that, that's when you kept zoning out, and everybody in chat was saying, "Is Simon okay? Is Simon okay?" Simon doesn't seem like himself, because you like kept walking back over to Bannister, and you were just saying, "I'm just drawn to this. There's something pulling me to this."
Drawn to the Bannister all night. I was drawn to that. Yeah. And even Dano said it. "Are you all right, Simon?"
Yeah. Everybody in chat was saying it.
And I was like finding it hard to breathe. And
Could have been Deborah.
And then like I'm thinking to myself, like, I wasn't thinking of being affected or anything like that. I thought it was like I've smoked too much or I've had too many fags.
One thing I will say is, I know before John used to do investigation nights. I don't know if he actually did one in the event centre, but they used to do investigation nights. If any of you guys ever get a chance and John does an investigation night where he invites public to come,
jump on it.
I would recommend anybody 100%
to go
and experience it for yourself.
Really
because it is an amazing place.
Simon, you've just said you felt like you were you couldn't breathe and you were choking. That's after. I wonder again. It's all speculation.
But John had already told us there'd been a fire. Yeah, but John had told us that, and my brain's saying to me.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is because you got affected like that straight at all these things are coincidence. It's all a coincidence.
Yeah, you can say some of them are coincidence, but then you can't say that it was pareidolia or we made it up when flames were coming out of that device time after time.
See, that's it. I want to talk about that bit in a minute.
There's no way you can say we misheard it because it said it on screen and flames just kept coming out.
But it's like that egg kept coming out.
Yeah.
And so words kept coming over and over and over again.
Yeah.
You can't say that. You're not.
You can't.
Like paranoia. You can't because it kept saying it.
Yeah.
You know. And like I say, mostly for me it was all feelings.
Yeah.
You know. But I was trying to fight these feelings in my head with rational thoughts. That's affecting me.
I think everybody would do that though. I think you would, but then I think that's when panic can set in when you can't think of why this is happening.
I mean, we said it last night. I think the top floor was a lot quieter,
but there's more stuff coming in for that.
There's not a great deal of stuff. There's some stuff, and obviously John's opened the portal up there, but that needs finishing the upstairs.
Yeah, because there were dolls up there, and then they've moved dolls. They've done dolls all on middle floor, so the energy's gone a bit quiet upstairs because all the dolls are in that one area.
There were so many names coming through, Jasmine.
Can't believe it, Jasmine. And I know, Jasmine, you did pick up on a negative energy because I remember you putting it in chat. Because I think, was it you, Jasmine, that said you thought we'd brought a negative energy in there? And I said, I can't see it being us. And then I remembered that John and Deno had actually opened the shop prior, and Deno had gone upstairs and he said he was warming Ed up for us and started laughing that it warmed Ed up for us. And I'm just wondering whether because of what they could have done before was what the negative energy that you was feeling, and also that dark presence that kept coming behind Simon. Very, very strange.
It was just
well, not dark, but jumpy.
It's like I have one.
I thought it were Jasmine, my love.
One piece of thing that blew me mind away really was when John says, "Do you want to be a human pendulum?" And I went,
"Yeah." Pendulum. We've just had a lady comment, Catherine, I think it was, that commented about that human pendulum. What were your takes on that then? We'll ask Simon first. And
no, we're asking me because I got my eyes closed.
No, but you were experienced that. Yeah. So what did you think to that, Simon?
It just blew me away because we was all close enough. John with his eyes closed.
Yeah.
And he couldn't see the other John when he was pointing. And then I thought, hang on a minute, it could be squinting his eyes, cheating a little bit. You know, so like it's going. But when Dano says, and John can't see Dano.
No.
I mean, yeah, that's one thing I thought. When John I didn't see which way he pointed, I did have my eyes shut. But when John pointed, I thought I knew where John was stood because I didn't hear him move, so I presume he was stood where
he was.
Where when it started. So I knew he was in front of me. So when John pointed, I'm thinking, but this could be.
Yeah.
People could say, "Oh well, he knows." But then when Deno did it, I obviously ain't got eyes back in my
head.
No.
But like Deno, sometimes you feel like I actually feel like I was being physically pushed, never felt anything touch me and push me. It was like
energy.
It was more like a magnet that pulled
That's
me.
your energies,
that were pulling me a certain way or pushing me a certain way, whichever, pulling or pushing. But it went like a
way, because like you couldn't see Dano at all pointing.
No, because Dano just went like that, didn't he? He got his thumb and he was like pointing behind his back, and then he pointed that way, and then it was like,
John went the same way as Dano would point, and I thought, wow.
Take care, Laura.
You know, you could make theories up when John was saying in front of each other, like he always cheating and squinting his eyes, and
but from behind.
From behind.
Deno from behind. You couldn't say that.
Deno from behind. Oh, that'll be a rumour that's going to be starting there.
I really did think that. And the other thing, I'm not really big on EVPs.
Yeah.
But like when John says we'll all ask 2 questions each, and I thought, they ain't going to get no cheer. We're not going to get no cheer. And the 2 questions I asked was the only 2 questions that got answered.
Yeah. But what we're going to do is with that EVP, John's going to put it onto, you can put it on laptop, can't you? We're going to put it onto laptop and then, put it on thing so we can put it into Facebook group and on YouTube, so you can actually keep listening back to that, so you can.
And then, like John says to me, which blew my mind away, he says that you're more spiritual kind of thing, like than what I think I am. I'm more effective to spirits than what I think I am.
And if we ever got a chance to go there, and yes, we would.
I don't want to be a medium. I don't consider myself to be a medium.
See it a bit, Laura. I don't think it's about you being a medium. I think what it is I think everybody can sense and feel an energy change around them. Some people are more open. It's like what John's just said. He felt when he was stood, it was like a magnet. So that's like something coming into your energy field. And that's what you're feeling with that. But I think other people can be very open with their energy field, so they can sense. And this is, I think, where the mediumship part may come into it. I'm not 100% sure because I'm not one. But for me, this is where people get that extra bit because they're more open.
It's really weird because I couldn't actually tell you now what
Nicholas,
I can't actually tell you what questions John asked while they were doing that.
Couldn't you really?
I remember him saying something about attached to doll, but I couldn't tell you which dolls he mentioned. I've no idea. I just remember him once saying, "Are you attached to a certain doll?"
And that's it.
I can't remember any other questions.
It was a brilliant night, and I do thank John for giving me the opportunity.
Can't thank John and Joe enough.
No,
and
like I say, anybody, if you ever get a chance,
they come back and
I don't know, but I presume John is still going to be doing investigation nights there.
That's it. It's like your energies are more open, aren't they? You're not as closed off, I think.
Where they have members at public, and if they ever do, I would 100% recommend anybody.
Yeah, Tony, exactly.
To go.
I said I was going down that cellar, but I'm to have gone down.
I haven't watched your bit when you went in that room on your own. Now, I've just been seeing in the comments something about the rocking chair moving.
I didn't see it.
Really? I need to watch that back when we've finished it. I can't. I'm watching John.
Do you know when we was in that like 1950s room?
Yeah.
And John was telling us about the history bits of about the room.
Yeah.
Did you hear that bloody clock go off?
Is one of your batteries?
I know.
No. Deno heard it.
Yeah.
Deno heard it go off.
I heard it, and
I didn't hear anything.
I watched the video back.
Okay, it's going to be interesting.
And you can hear a slight chime on the video.
Can you really?
Yeah, and then clocks don't work. But
then we need to try. Then you need to try and clip that, Simon. You know, so where you just like do it like 2 minutes before and 2 minutes after. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see this, but hang on. I'm hoping it's on group.
Cakes are yummy. They are. Who's having cake?
Bear with me a sec. Sarah put this in our group. Now it's a short clip video. Now I'm not sure. I'm going to hold it as close as I can, but if you can't see it properly, I need you to go into group and check it out on his group.
Hey, John, no worries.
Because honestly, I'm watching and rewatching this. Now I'm not going to tell you what I see until after I've played it, yeah. So just watch very carefully. Yeah. Sorry, my hand's shaking.
Any second.
Done it.
Okay.
I didn't see it. I was just looking at that doily on the telly. Who puts a doily on the telly?
Did anybody see this? Did you man? Did you? I mean, like I said, do you want to try and hold it? My hand's a bit shaky.
No.
You want the gimmel?
You what?
You want to put it in that gimmel? Just stop your hand from shaking.
I know, I can't. We can't share screen, can we?
We can, but it's not on computer, is it? So you'd have to email it to me. But I don't know if it'd lock. We'll try it. We'll get it a go.
Can I email it you? Copy link.
Have you got it on your Facebook?
It's on Facebook page group, not page.
Open your Facebook page, get onto the video, and then just screen share that page. Well, I've got screen share. Right.
Yeah, we're just set to
go
screen
to application windows or YouTube tab. Go to your Facebook and I don't know if you can see that. Did you see my windows pop up?
Yeah, but we hadn't set ours up to pop up.
Are we still there, Simon?
It's
all right. I'm just.
And
then just going to log into
Facebook. So you go to your share screen, and then it will like share your applications or share the Chrome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you click on your Facebook. And
just see if anybody's asking questions a minute while we're just setting this up. Group.
Who's that one?
Hi, John. Everybody good?
Right, it is for group.
You're on the telly. Saw a couple of lights. Oh, that's it. Last night. Hi, Stuart.
Light anomalies. Do you know, there were all sorts going off. If we can't do it, we'll have to try and work it out next time because this computer's not really fast.
You're still there, Simon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right.
You want my glasses?
Oh, no.
I'm in the dark.
Yeah, it might end StreamYards.
No, you can only end StreamYards, but it's got like at the bottom of your StreamYards, you've got mute.
It's our browser. It's not responding. It says.
So now we've got to wait. So you're going to have to read its chat, Simon. We froze on screen, look.
Yeah, I know.
Just joining. Let me turn my light on.
Good evening, everybody joining.
Oh.
We're never doing this again.
No.
Can't we go down to the bottom and shut, like, close?
Yeah. It's all on one screen, isn't it? It's there.
All right, Penny. That is classy. Hello, everyone.
Oh, my goodness.
I experienced that.
So,
Shire Ghost.
Evening, everybody. I'm just going to try and get onto chat on me So
yeah.
Yeah, it's all right, but we're on both Facebook and YouTube.
Hi, Shire.
Well, I'm only on YouTube.
Very popular, this Shire, isn't she? Very popular.
I'm going to have to try and...
Shire.
Yeah. So what were everybody's thoughts last night on investigation? John's going to tell us. John's going to tell us about his experience on his own in the back when he went into background.
There's not really much to say. It just kept coming up with flames, and to me, it seemed like we got a communication going with some children that was. Didn't
you get any strange feelings or anything like that?
Not anything when you were in that back room.
No, but I don't react, do I? To you know, it never spooks me. Or
see, that's what I find fascinating. I don't get a feeling. We've all got sixth sense.
Yeah,
it doesn't scare me. It doesn't affect me. Is what I'm saying. So it don't bother me. It just feels normal.
Yeah, we're coming off Rosalind just before because he's not on Wild 10, so we're going to be doing that also. So when you went into back room, then what questions did you ask? Can you remember? No.
Didn't you ask you to win the lottery?
Who managed to see? Who managed to see the chair moving?
No, you're going to have to just come up front because it's screen in case it. Simon, I'm going to try and come out.
If you come out, I leave with you.
I don't know then. Because my screen's locked up.
Our screen's locked up.
Doing nothing.
Can't you just press refresh?
There ain't if it's just said
page. Because it's a web browser.
Yeah, I know, and it's saying that it's not responding.
It's still showing us. Look on camera. I'm doing all these funny things.
I know. I'm not saying it's not showing us on camera. But I'm saying
it will still show you. It will still carry on, but it will just refresh your browser.
Ah, right. Just have to keep leaving it a minute then. Right. So members live was so fascinating, Deborah. That members live. The.
All right. It's just me. Yeah, it's just me. It didn't work. They came out. Now, do I have to send them the link? I'll copy this link. Can you all still see me? I can see me on the other computer. Let me send John and Lindsay the link. So we can get back in. Let's send it in. I'll send it back then. I'll give them a quick ring. Because they'll be talking away. Rather request the browser. There we go. John. Let's bring in, but it's not in. Hello? What? I'll send you the link. I'm still in on my own. Yeah.
We're back.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, you're back. There. I'll turn my phone off there.
Yeah, I didn't need link, mate.
I'm going like this to see whether I could see myself and they were already laid on screen.
Once I come back on stream, I was had to close browser down because it weren't doing no. I had to close browser down, reopened it when I went back onto Streamlabs.
See, last night
went straight back
in. Well, Rachel's just asked, "Were it favourite part at night, Rachel?" Is that what you just asked? Can't see where comments gone. All of it, start to finish, was my favourite, and that has got to be the most active location out of all the locations we've been so far. We have had some good activity, but for
I think it was the moment we went up them
it
stairs.
was just
The moment we went up them stairs and we sat round that big arena table.
That was fun. Do it again.
As soon as we started putting equipment down and around them dolls, when John was saying like these are the worst dolls we've got. This little thing here and this one. And as soon as you put the equipment down, the equipment was going off.
Yeah. What fascinated me
went online.
Fascinated, I couldn't say a word. What fascinated me was we put the REM bear on the table with all the dolls. What, get your teeth in. Where all the dolls was, where Ed was,
what's on Sarah?
Petra was, and all the other active dolls. That REM bear never went off. We moved that REM bear to the Bible. No worries, Catherine. I'll go on it and bring you in, my lovely. But thanks, Janice, my lovely. We moved it onto Bible, and it didn't even go off straight away. The REM bear. We were sat down, and next minute we could hear REM bear going on, and it was like REM bear's going on. But my REM bear has never ever gone off like that. It's had the odd light coming on and the odd sound coming out, but never to the extent where it's actually played that tune that it played. I was so over the moon last night with responses. Well, you can have two settings on them bears because Andy from Elemental Encounters does them. He made our bears, and he puts two settings on the bear, so you can have one where it'll just bleep and one where it plays the music. I prefer the one that plays the music, just because I think that if there is a child's energy there, by the bear playing music, I just feel that it would, for me personally, it would attract a child's energy to come and play, because it's like a music box. Morning, Steve. Hope you're okay. Sending love to New Zealand. That place was a collection of pieces and stuff.
When I was thinking about it last night, I thought it was like a giant doll's house.
Yeah, well, Bewitched.
Dolls
that
everywhere.
That place was a collection of people's stuff. 10th commandment.
Just don't cover
other people's stuff. Spooky, I thought. Well, when you look at it that way, yeah, because 10's very relevant. 7 was relevant too, but the little girl did say that were her age when we counted. But yeah, it would just it was just so active, such an active location. Sugar me timbers. It was just such an active location. I'm still gobsmacked. And interesting for us, I think what's going to be is there's another team going in tonight
to see if they get the same activity.
Yeah, or is it going to be quiet because all the activity last night?
Or is it going to?
Or is that going to have ramped it up and it's going to be even more active? And that negative energy that was about, is that going to come out more? Because like we've said, we work with the light energies. We don't go into a building, and even if there's negative energies in a building, we don't provoke them. We don't antagonize them to do anything. But that's just that's just because I don't. Me personally, I don't want to experience any bad experiences. But like I was talking to Deno, and Deno was saying when they got back, because their investigation went crazy. I don't know if you watched it yet, Simon. No. John's investigation in Tunnel. Oh my God, really interesting.
His idea.
But when Deno come back, and Deno was saying because he'd got a scratch on his face. His face had got like a red mark, didn't it, and a scratch on, and his face was actually still red when they got back to the shop. And Deno said, he said, I don't. He does antagonize, but he doesn't add.
He doesn't do it to antagonize him. He doesn't get a reaction.
Yeah, so he'll like raise his voice and that because they're wanting a reaction, so the energies can show themselves. Whereas I'd rather not. Just because it's a negative energy and I don't want any attachment.
Hey, Tammy.
Evening, Tammy, my lovely, sending love to California. But yes, but like I say, I mean, we all work. But what I do love, and I have to say it, is how well we all work together, but yet we're so different in certain things that we. All right, we both use necrophonics and everything else, but they use necrophonic. They have white noise on sometimes as we don't, and you know what I mean. There's like slight little changes.
We're not all the same, are we? As a human being,
and that's what makes it good.
Yeah, and it's like John's interaction is the way he does his investigations.
Yeah,
the way we do it, and we're getting the same responses. That's what counts.
Yeah. Yes.
Not the way we investigate is evidence we get, and that's what I was most surprised last night when he mentioned like Ed. I'm thinking, yeah. You know,
I know
like,
you were, yeah,
1,000 times I'll probably investigate. But until do you know what's
funny? Simon, you know what conversation we had that morning before we went in when we phoned you in the morning, and you said, I'm not going to believe anything till I've been there and experienced it, even though they've told us all about their experiences. And isn't it funny how you was the one targeted, if you'd like to put it, as a way that they were trying to prove a point to you, not to me and John,
what to me,
but trying to prove, though they heard what you said this morning, and it were like, right, we're going to show him.
Well, that bloody
we're going to have it.
It's weird.
Sent John link.
Yeah, just put where it's linked.
I've
sent it in.
Oh, I put it in Messenger.
Experienced it yourself, then you can't really talk about it until you've experienced it.
Do you know that there, Simon, is spot on. I mean, we were talking to John. I don't know whether you were there, and we were discussing East Drive. And it's like everybody says, East Drive's overdone. People going all the time, but until you actually
leave him sat there all night.
Until you actually go there and experience it for yourself, you can't talk about it.
Good
evening.
Good evening, everybody.
How are you?
Oh, good. Are you?
Fantastic.
Thank you.
You can get a word in.
You can get a word in. You in shop?
Yeah.
I thought I recognised the doorway then.
I'll show you. Check this out.
Just getting ready for another night of investigation.
Oh, I'm dreading it, John.
Are you really?
The Holy Spirit's used me as a little bitch this last couple of nights.
Wow.
They have. I mean, have you just heard what I've just said to Simon, John, about our conversation yesterday morning?
I can't remember.
Simon, we always phone Simon every day, or Simon phones us, whichever one gets up first.
Yeah.
And Simon had said it morning, we're on about coming, and I can't wait to go. Simon says, yeah. He says, but he says, he says, it's not that I don't believe what's been said, but until I see it with my own eyes, he says, no. He says, not no, but it will like, I need to see it. I reserve judgment.
Fair play.
And isn't it funny that last night Simon was the one targeted, if a targeted is the right word, they made the energies more aware that were around Simon, because he was the one that were like,
I think Simon had experiences that he's never had in his life, from what he was saying.
Definitely.
After thinking about it, Simon, how do you feel today, mate?
I feel all right.
What's your thoughts though after having a sleep?
It took me a bit to get to sleep because my mind was working overtime.
Yeah.
Trying to analyse what was going on in my head and what I've experienced.
Absolutely.
You know.
I was just buzzing.
You said, like, maybe I'm more acceptable to spirit than what I think I am.
I agree. Totally agree.
You know,
Simon.
I'm not a medium or anything like that. I work off, like I say, my senses. I believe everybody's got a sixth sense. We've all got a bit of spirituality within us.
Yeah.
You know, and it's whatever you believe. If you believe in something, it will work. If you don't believe in it, it don't work.
Exactly.
You know, I was about meditation to you. Well, I always say, oh, meditation, bullshit. But then when I analyse it, I think when you read a book or you listen to music, you go into a meditation without you knowing it.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. I think we all worked very well together last night as well, like we said.
I've just said that. I think all energy sort of like. I mean, we're not that different. How we
like I was saying to Simon last night, it was nice to have 3 different types of elements to be brought to the investigation, because obviously your style, our style, and Simon's style all mixed together. It kind of worked very well. The EVPs impressed me.
Oh, I can't wait. We're going to put that on, John, and we'll send it you, because we're going to put it into group, but we'll also send it you across.
Why did you me and not them two?
Because you're the skeptic.
Question, Simon.
You know,
I mentioned to everyone earlier, and I don't know. I hope we are. Are you still? You know, when all this is over, this lockdown's over, and everything's back to normal, are you going to be hosting public ghost hunts at your shop?
With you.
With you. Yeah. Because I was just saying, I presumed you would be, and I'd recommended that anybody that gets a chance to go, because
it is electric. It is, honestly. I mean, like I said, John,
I've said that, and I thought I better check to make sure you are doing that. I've told everybody.
But we've been to go on. What's his place? Off Most Haunted.
Derby Jail.
Yeah, we've been to Derby Jail. We've been to an old Edwardian school.
I haven't been.
No,
Nottingham Picture House.
Picture House. Out of all the investigations that we have done in all these places, yours is the most active that we've ever been in.
It's crazy, isn't
And
it?
that is crazy, yeah. Because there's history to all the locations that we've been.
Did you see I've seen it in the tunnels last night?
Yes.
Yeah, we saw that. We watched that today.
That is very interesting.
It's got to be one of the ghost hunts of my career, that.
Yeah.
And that's a harsh, big statement to make, because I've never had personal feelings and seen stuff like I saw last night. It was just stupid, honestly.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see what we get tonight now, because to be honest,
but I mean, we
was on about that earlier, about what you get tonight.
Yeah. We were laughing earlier when watching your we weren't laughing, but we're like saying, because you were saying on yours about how much activity you were getting, and we're like, well, you want to be here, you want to be where we were at the same time. You were getting loads of activity at the same time.
How the activity in your place was electric, and where you was, it was also electric.
I must attract it.
Do you know? Honestly, it's got to have been.
Guys, I am going to make a decision of, although I'm going to open it up for public, and I'm going to invite selected groups by invitation. So there's you guys, Ben, Ben Butterworth and a few others. Yeah. Other than that, I am not opening this place up to other teams because I don't want it ruining or overdoing.
Well, I think I have to agree with you there because of
the
activity.
Yeah.
No, he's going to do them.
Yeah, I'll do that, but I'm not going to hire it out to people.
No.
I suggested that I'll make it a ghost hunting location that people can hire. I'm not going to do that.
No, I think you should do that ghost.
To be honest, I think the teams that you'll choose to come in will be teams that, and it's not disrespecting any other team, but the teams you're going to be having in there, the evidence that's going to, because I think if you have so many teams, all different teams coming in, all different teams want to work at different.
It's not that if you're doing it by invite only and people only coming in by invite, it gets done when you want it to get done. So if you want to give that place a month's rest, do you know
that's what? Yeah, it's not going to be overly done by bodies, because you're going to get to open it up. You get them that just want to sit and do a Ouija board and devil worship and all that coming in to see what negative energies. You'll get them that come in like us that are just light energies. You get yourselves that do like a mixture of both, but know when to not push it. So you're not pushing boundaries like Dano were talking to me about last night. Do you know what I mean? I know tonight's going to be different because I know Nick's going to be there tonight.
I think after last night, Den will never push boundaries again.
Well, I know.
Oh, I don't know. He's taking that on. Are you seeing what we're doing tonight?
You're taking Nick on, aren't you?
I'm taking Nick on. It's coming to a head tonight.
Yeah,
we can't wait to watch that.
I don't think he's gonna go.
I was right looking forward to it, John, until you said only one of us is walking out that place.
Yeah.
I'm like,
no. Rumble in the jumble, isn't it?
Yeah. But I honestly don't think he's gonna leave till he's ready to leave. I think there's something to you, and I think he's attached himself to you for a reason. And this is only what I was getting. Because when I've
touched him in Afghanistan, I think I got him.
Yeah, but on some things when we listen back to things that get said, Nick, when it said Nick,
spirituality.
Pardon?
If you get rid of this Nick, he attracts other spirits around him.
Well, I've always been able to communicate with spirits, and Nick by accidental by taking it too far with a dark energy, and I feel that if I was to clear Nick away, I'd probably improve my skills because I'm not going to be distracted.
Well, why not believe work with him instead of against him?
He's totally negative, Simon. Every time he's come through,
he'll probably won't want to.
I've got a scar on my hand.
I can't hear
the pen all the way through my hand. That was being live stream, and he's always trying to hurt me and stuff. So I need to deal with it tonight.
Well,
Rachel's put is he?
That would have hurt me.
Rachel's put is Nick? Is he classed as a jinn?
No, I don't know.
Because of where he's from.
No.
A jinn is just a demon from the Arabic areas, so it's hard to say. Is he demonic? I don't know. I know he's a dark entity. I know he's a very negative soul, and he's very powerful as well. So so guys, I'm gonna have to shoot off and go and set up the event.
No worries. You have a good night. We're gonna be.
See you in about.
You're gonna be on my tele.
45 minutes.
Well, thank you for last night, guys. I really enjoyed working with you.
Anytime.
Thank you so much.
Get them sellers done,
Yeah. Oh, John, I don't know what your. I'm going to message you in a bit because we're thinking of going somewhere at weekend, and I'm not sure whether the whole team may want to come, but I'll message you about it afterwards.
Perfect. Great.
All right.
Have a good night. And
all right.
We shall see you in chat.
See you later.
See you later, mate. Bye.
Yes, I think somebody's phone last night, didn't you?
You what, love?
I pinched somebody's phone last night.
Yeah, and the phone you've pinched has got all our apps on.
Yes. We are going to disassociate with GS Paranormal because he's a thief. He's a thief.
I nicked somebody's phone last night.
You did. And that phone's got all the apps on that we use.
It's still on the kitchen table. I tried to be in America, but I had no signal.
It's a good job it's not one with all the sex videos.
I know.
Oh, that reminds me, I've got to wipe it off before I give you this computer. Watching all the history out.
Yeah, make sure you do.
I'm going to have to keep back the hard drive and that.
We did, Doug. We did have a good night.
Amazing night last night.
Absolutely amazing. Looking forward to going back again in about 3, 4 or 6 weeks, depending on John and what's going on with John and everybody and whatever comes up. But yeah, definitely.
Can I still be a skeptic with the experiences that I had last night?
Well, yeah, because we had this discussion the other week, Simon. You're not a skeptic as in does the
you
spirits
believe
exist? You're skeptical about any evidence that we get. So it's like always trying to debunk the evidence and let's look for. But this is what we do. We all do the same. We're looking for explanations to explain what has happened and why. You know.
And that also were a personal experience for Simon, and you can't share a personal experience.
No.
You know, like you said, when you sat down and you said, I don't know how to explain it. That's a personal experience. So it's, but it's brilliant.
I think Amy's right. I think you're more objective.
You're more an objective skeptic.
Objective, not skeptic. I think, objective, not skeptic.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say you're a skeptic. I'd say you're objective. Yeah, I agree with that.
But then again, we always have to look to debunk first and foremost anyway.
Yeah.
Because if you don't...
It's paranormal.
Then, and like you said, there's many things that can get caught on our investigations that aren't paranormal that can be explained, but you've without looking and trying things and doing... trying to find stuff, do you know? Like you say, if we were out and we heard a growl, first thing you'd check is outside in trees, in edge line, because it could be an animal, it could just be an echoing sound. But that growl I heard on that table about 3 times last night, and then John heard it. And did you hear it, Simon, or were it Dano that heard it, or you?
No, but I was watching the video this morning. I was watching back my video, and I'm sure I heard a growl.
Yeah.
It was near table, and I heard it, and nobody else heard it. And then I turned back round, and then John were walking back across, and so were everybody else. And next minute, it did it again, and it weren't a loud growl, but it were like there was nothing on that table that could have set that off. There were no equipment on. There were no nothing, and I heard that 3 times, that growl. And I'm not sure, because I'm sure John said that's Ed.
Yeah,
that's Ed. But all night he'd not made that noise. I'd not heard it all night.
It was Ed. He said Ed makes that noise.
Yeah. But I find that fascinating that he responds to Dano and Dan with we'd not experienced that all night. Dano and John. So what did I say?
Dan.
Oh, anyway, it was thing. But I think my favourite part of the night, and I think it's got to be everybody's, is
it could have been my belly, that, because
Mecca's a cup of tea.
Here, I think we passed about, how many pizza places did we pass up? Quite a few. And I'm like, we'll be all right for a kebab later.
Yeah, but I think my favourite part of that investigation
all
night was what your favourite part. My favourite part of the investigation, Simon, was spirits met me a cup of tea, and they come out straight away with a clear dickhead from the spirit box. That was just class.
Well, you all cracked up laughing, didn't you?
Yeah. But that has got to be.
I was just asking the spirits a serious question. I wish you would make me a cup of tea.
That'll never get all that. I could listen back to that all day.
And then it come out with my head.
Yeah. But no, the whole night to finish was just...
Over YouTubers have called me words. Yeah. Now even the spirit on me.
Going off the subject just for a minute, just going to go off the subject for a minute last night. We did say last night, if anybody remembered, we're on about doing an app each week.
Oh, yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to let you guys pick an app.
Yeah,
and then
that'd be interesting.
Whichever app you pick. One we haven't got, so don't set Necrophonic or Deadwave wrote like that because we already
What
use
we'll
them.
do is on Facebook and YouTube, we'll put a list of the apps that we have got and the apps we use. And then if you can comment, and the one that gets the most comments is the one that we'll look at downloading, and we'll try the app out for a week. And then next Sunday, we'll have app of the week, app of the week, app of the week.
I think that's quite good. I'm very clever, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just an intelligent drunk.
It's brilliant, Dawn.
App of the week.
So, yeah. So, if anybody's got any apps that they know of that are on Android, because we all have got Android for it, it has to be Android. I do apologise.
Yeah, it's got to be Android.
What did you reckon to that app I had last night?
That one, I think that's going to come in quite interesting. The sound app. I think that's going to come in really quite interesting, especially when we're in like different locations. Because if you're and again, I think it depends on history at place, doesn't it? I mean, if you go into a place where history is that in history it shows that it were a big bird keeper or something daft like that, then and you've got that Twitter thing going on your phone with Twitter and music and stuff like that in the background, that could like make the energies feel comfortable and communicate. You don't know, do you? It's really weird. See you later, my lovely lady.
This is a comment. Art Wellman. I couldn't work with Simon. He's so silly and doesn't realise it.
I know, Gail. I know. He'll say something and you just he's as straight as a die, isn't he? And then SLS on your phone. I've never seen SLS from phone. I will have a look for that, but I'm not sure if there is one. But I will have a look.
Everybody talks about apps. What apps do you use? What do you reckon to this app?
Well,
and I've just come up with the idea of like, hang on a minute, let's do an app of the week.
But again, we will be truthful, but we will also be respectful because there is going to be other teams out there that probably do use these apps and may have got good responses off them. We're just going to be saying what we've got from it.
Or it don't work for us.
Yeah.
You know, and we'll give them the honesty.
Yeah.
You know, and that's all you can do.
It is all you can do.
It's not disrespecting other teams. You know, this app doesn't work for us, and we'll say this app doesn't work for us. Or this app is a very good app, and I think we've got some very good responses. And if it doesn't work for us, you know, it doesn't mean to say it's not a good app. It's just not a very good app.
Ghost SLS.
Ghost SLS. We'll show them app and we'll download that one then, and we'll try that one while we're out this week.
Is that? I don't know if that's the one that she's on about. What?
Tony.
You can put anyone on, Johnny, if you can get it on. I've got to sort out moderators as well for Facebook when you've got time, Lindsay, to show me how you do it. Because I ain't got a clue after last night's performance with some people causing a little bit of shit.
Messaged you, Tony, my lovely.
So yeah, so we're going to try that Ghost SLS. I haven't even read reviews as such, so I don't know if it's a fake app or what. Ghost Tube Subconscious Wish, that's one we already use. VBE and Geminus Box. You want to go somewhere? Yeah.
I want to go somewhere with that knowing the history, because like it would be interesting to find out the history after we did the investigation, whether it was right or wrong.
That one.
Yeah, so I've just downloaded.
Yeah, that one is downloaded, my lovely.
That you're real. You know, if we say this has happened, or I feel this, or I feel that.
Ghost SLS.
Ghost SLS.
And, you know, it gives us credibility. So yeah, I would.
Yeah. So we'll try that one, Tony Cherie. So you're the first one to I'm gonna download it on my phone as well, so I've got it as well. Yeah, that's brilliant, that one. So we shall check it out. Don't put it in me if there's a stick figure that comes on my head. We'll be moving house. You can see a stick figure on my head.
Yeah, I can see it.
No, you can't.
Yeah. You can see.
That's too close to be clear, Keiko.
Did you know that? It's put like red dots in your eyes and red dot on your nose.
So is it mapping me in then?
Not as a stick figure, but it.
Let me do it on you.
Oh, that close
already.
Oh yeah. So it does. But let's hang on. Let me come back a bit from you.
App of the day or app of the week?
App of the week.
Well, you're not.
There's something mapping in on your arm. I think it's your arm actually. Do it further. Now, if you do it at a distance.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's mapping. You're in. Yeah.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
Is it waving?
Yeah.
It works.
So we'll give that a go.
Map of the day.
Download it on mine.
Yes, I would like to go somewhere where I didn't know the history, Joe, yet. In fact,
You'd like
I might
to
actually start doing the history after we've been to a location.
What do you think about that then? Ghost Adventures. Wow.
Like, I work with a lot of feelings.
No, I mean, what does everybody in chat think about that? If we did the history at the end rather at the beginning?
No.
Do you mean
research it after we've been? Not because if I go to investigate a place, I don't want to know any of the history then before I get there.
Well, then what I'd suggest is Scots and moderators can do some digging on history if they don't mind. Extra chores on, but mapping it, getting the extra history, finding the history, and not letting us know anything. And then but we've got to we can't just do a surprise one on mods, which we sometimes do. So if we do it that way,
we'd have to do history.
We'd have to do it history after. Yeah.
So
agreed. I don't like knowing prior. Great idea.
Okay, we'll do that. What I'll do is you'll do history
after. You up for that, Simon?
Yeah, because like I say, I work on feelings. And if I feel anything and it comes up in the history, then it gives me credibility.
Mm.
You know, and then if I don't get it right, people could call me a fake. And I don't mind. But I want to know if I'm more acceptable to spirits. So it's a good idea.
There is going to be places we go to.
We might know a bit of history.
Especially if we've already been before, we'll probably know a bit of history. And like if you go somewhere like East Drive, you'll already know a certain amount.
There's actually East Drive, but what I'm saying is there's like that much in there.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
credibility. If you don't know anything about it,
or why don't someone do history of it and then they send you all the history they find, then you find more history for it. We could do it that way, Tony, but to be honest, I've got to give credit where credit's due. Our moderators are really good at finding the history. They also have a cheeky hand from Cliff. If we do get stuck, there's a really lovely gentleman called Cliff, and his wife is with White Rose Paranormal, and it's Ellen from White Rose Paranormal. Can't wait to work with them two ladies again, because just before lockdown we'd arranged to meet them, and then lockdown happened and we couldn't go and meet them because we used to go out with them every Wednesday. So can't wait. Evening Karen, so can't wait to actually get back out with them too. And sending Ellen a load of love, and Wenda too. And I forgot the gentleman's name that's with White Rose. That's bad. Tony. But yes, so loved working with them three. Amazing people. So but yes, so we have got really good for the history, but it never hurts. Catherine, was it Catherine that said it? No, it's never sometimes you can never have enough information and people looking for history. Take care, Catherine. See you soon. Yeah, I know Cliff and Wife. I watch them guys as well as Derek. Yeah, I absolutely love White Rose. And Cliff is just amazing on the history. How he digs that much history up, Tony, is beyond me. But
yeah. Crawler, don't you? You do realise that I'm going to be the next Derek Crawler.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Be throwing pebbles around and everything.
See, I like told Derek. See, now he's passed away. I mean, I like Derek before he passed away, but I do actually like Derek. I think what happened with Derek was most did a lot of damage. What?
Best medium ever is Colin Fry.
Colin Fry, yeah. Hands down, Colin Fry for me. At the minute,
I'm getting there to be a medium. I'm losing weight. I'm losing weight, so I'll be a medium soon.
Thank you, Karen.
I might not pick up spirit, but I'll lose a few pounds.
Oh, bless Karen! It was just such a fantastic night. Yeah, really enjoyed it. I just hope all his locations are as active as that. But they're not going to be.
No, they're not.
It's still going to be.
That's probably better than John's. It's just a matter of time, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, again, I'm really surprised though on how the energies from the shop connected with us anyway, because normally what I tend to find is when we go to locations, the first time we go to a location, the energies of sort can be like a little bit, the more times we've gone to a location, the more times we've had activity.
Yeah.
Like what we did with Ainsley. With Annesley. We've done that a fair few times now, and each time we go, we keep getting that little bit more interaction going on. Yeah. So for the activity to be as I can't think of word to get it like it. Yeah. Polly, hi, I am the guy that posted that video. Cheers, Polly. Enjoy that video. I would never do it again. I don't video. It's so embarrassing. Can use my. I am the guy that posted which video. I don't understand. Farting mistake. That weren't the person. I thought they were being serious that they posted a video. Do you know? Colin Fry.
Was fantastic.
It was fantastic. I've been to see Colin Fry, and I really enjoyed him. But yeah, the thing is, right, that if you pick up on something what no one else has before, then it's unique, and you could find out later down the line what you've got is a true weight. Yes, definitely. What about Sally? I'm not a fan of Sally Morgan only because of the earpiece gate. Because she did get caught with an earpiece in. And really, to be honest, like no professional medium on stage should ever have any.
I've been caught short. I'm going to the.
Hurry up because it's getting closer to time.
Yeah,
it is sad about.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Derek. I like Derek.
I went to Bridlington, Craig, to see Colin Fry. I actually went to Bridlington to watch him there. I've got his thing and it's autographed and everything. Evening, John P.
What was program called? Colin Fry's? What, Sixth Sense? No, it weren't.
No, it weren't Sixth Sense. It was just Colin Fry something, weren't it? But it was his name that they used. I don't think it had thing. Sally Morgan is utter nonsense. Again, do you know, Karen? Again, I think we am all.
Take care, subconscious whispers.
Take care, my lovely, and we'll see you soon. But I think we all mediums. We all have our own favourites, and I think we're all drawn to.
I will. I've got to go back there, Amy.
To each to his own kind of thing, isn't it? But
unfortunately, until I've seen
I'm not
Simon,
a fan of Sally Morgan at all.
Until I've seen Simon, I'll not be going anywhere because Simon's got my phone with all my apps.
Yes, might have to have a nip across. Might either have to nip across tomorrow after tomorrow. tea time and pick it up. But if Simon's going to meet us, because Tuesday night we have Tuesday chit chat anyway, unless you're planning on going out on an investigation. But if you want to go out on an investigation, we'll have to arrange to meet Simon Tuesday night and do an investigation instead. Are you checking weather?
No.
Used to watch him on Sky TV. Can't remember the channel now. Yeah, Craig. I can't remember. Same here, Joe. Me and my twin sister.
Well, it was Sixth Sense with Colin.
Oh, it was Sixth Sense with Colin Fry. Yeah. See, Sixth Sense comes in. Try to bring two words a little closer together. Colin Fry used to say he did. Let's try to bring the two worlds a little bit closer together. Right, what? That were a quick drizzle of the lizard.
Oh, I just want to say how observant people was.
What, and how quick you could pick?
No, it's changed his shirt.
Have you changed your shirt?
Well, you're doing the app of the week. I'm doing the shirt a week.
Oh, dear. Yeah, got a car. I love Colin Fry. Yeah, wear a pen. Joanne, yep.
I thought of the week. I thought I did one on a shirt a week.
You did, yeah. You do shirt a week. So when we're doing app at week, you've got to see how many times you can change your shirt without people noticing. Yeah.
See how many people do notice.
Oh, I like psychic detectives. Oh, look what we've got.
What?
We've got sunshine, sunshine, sunshine.
Oh, are we going
out on I think you're going to go out Tuesday night, Simon, on investigation.
Right.
So we'll talk about
petrol money.
You know, it says Monday, mostly sunny. Tuesday, partly cloudy. Wednesday, Thursday, partly cloudy. Friday, partly cloudy.
It's all like 21 and 24.
It's all in 20s. So yeah,
but yeah, Tuesday night you can go out and then we'll talk about which location we're going to go to, or whether it's you and John just going to a location.
I thought you got.
And I can't it.
I thought you.
Well, don't tell us on here.
No.
Don't tell us on here. We have, but there might be other locations as well.
Right.
I was on Sky years ago. Derek's spirit guide was Sam. Yeah, it were Joe. Psychic Detective's got to be one of my favourite ones and all when I'm watching them. Just because it's they're just finding people. I met a guy, he's really nice, Mickey Vermooch. He's a medium, also an exorcist and something else, and he's had an amazing career. Do you know, Gemma, this is, like you've just said there, Mickey Vermooch, right? These are people that is a medium, but these are people that haven't made it on big screen tele. Let's say they haven't had their own shows on
Take care, Karen.
Any channels. Take care, Karen. See you in a bit. And to me, these are the ones that need that little bit more recognition, because people aren't seeing them. They're doing smaller venues, but they are still, if not more important than the ones that you see on telly. Do you know some of them? Because I just think that
big headedness when you get to the when you get to the top, does it alter you?
Do you know what? I think sometimes it can alter you, but then I think if you're true to yourself, you'd come back. You'd come back. But then again, I think it depends on personality.
John put. I know there's quite a few fake mediums in Liverpool. One was Expo on YouTube. I know.
I watched that, John.
No, not Colin Fry.
No.
Darren Brown.
Darren Brown did one, didn't he?
He did one in Liverpool that he.
He followed around. Yeah. Weren't you an ex-policeman or something like that? Claimed you were an ex-policeman.
I don't know, but if you remember, because they run about different things, and Darren Brown told them how he did it all about car being pulled up outside and stuff like that. Didn't you?
Yeah,
they were really good. Just watch Netflix, Amazon.
Yeah.
And then he gave her a reading and said something
Netflix, Amazon, and YouTube.
But he'd already seen her pull up in a minute. So
do you know Bewitched, that seeing cheats debunked is one of the best feelings I think that they can do. The only thing is when you're debunking somebody, you can't just go on one bit of evidence that they do, because sometimes we all can make mistakes in investigation.
You've got to be 100% sure as well.
Where we might not pick, we might say something in that moment, but then like tonight when we're looking back, I've just looked at that photo and it's like, actually, no, that's John when we've actually looked. But last night when we were looking at it, we couldn't work out that where it had come from. But then you look at it, it's being honest. Do you know? Well, John did say he thought it
was off your emotions.
Yeah.
I did say I thought it would be, but last night everyone's
like, no, it weren't, because it's got, looks like it's got a dark, it's like a grey with like a dark part of
our emotional state at that moment in time.
Well, exactly. So it's always that's why you have to look back
next day.
Because if you don't look back, then you're not really checking evidence out, and then next time you go, you can look at that point again.
Yeah, I mean, like which said, yeah, Lindsay agreed, but mediums know if they're cheating.
They do, because they're cold readers. Yeah, they do, my lovely. And cold reading's quite a common one, I think, for a lot. But then they're the ones that really have got that gift, or whether it's not a gift and it's not. Is it hindrance?
Angie,
or if it's not a gift,
my pick's fuzzy. I won't complain about it because fuzzy, I'm better looking.
Hey dear. Did you check all the video? I haven't gone through it all, Gemma. I haven't seen John's part when
we had a chance to watch our video because we had to
I've watched a little bit back, but not all of
Tunnels.
it.
We'll watch some of Simon's on Facebook. You know what I mean? So we actually watched
this videos to watch. You can't get them all in.
No, you can't. Not in all in one day. Now I've got John's to watch at 10, and then after I've watched John's, then I will go back and watch ours. I mean, I've watched clips of ours. There's parts where I've like gone back because I remember somebody put something in chat, or like that photo and stuff like that. And it's just like, yeah, it's like that's what I've gone back and checked, but I've not actually sat and fully watched it back yet.
You find it like me when people send you messages and you try to watch something.
No, because I have it on telly. So because I've got it on my telly, if anybody messages me, I can message them back. The only thing I miss out on is looking what's being said in chat.
I don't know then, Angie. I've no idea. It looks all right this end.
I have that messages on my phone.
Anybody else having issues with
Simon's shirt?
With screen quality? Thanks, Angie. I enjoyed it last night. You're stripping. But what I enjoyed as well about John's is the fact that I can get in there and I've got places to rest.
If talking about that, if on our next live,
oh my God, here we go.
We get 500 live viewers at any one point.
No.
On the investigation after, Simon will investigate in a mankini.
No.
Oh, that would be funny.
No. 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 Oh my God. That's just wrong on every level.
Unless somebody checks some slide pictures.
I might just get one of them. I might photo edit a man in a mankini and just put Simon's head on it. Rachel saying oh dear. Right, we're going to wrap it up now, I think, my lovelies. It's 1:45. I want to go and get a cup of tea.
Yeah, he's allowed to wear his hat. You can wear his hat.
What, just his hat?
No, his
hey, it's me. Mate.
Oh, that's good, Angie, my lovely. That's good.
We're going now.
But we're going now.
Well, I'll say goodbye before we can get a word in.
Yes, Simon, you say your goodbyes.
Yes. So have a good night, folks.
Don't forget to jump over.
We all say good night.
Yeah. And then we see them on live. So they will say hello. So then say see you later.
Well, I'll see you on John's.
In a wild crocodile.
But we all
See you later, alligator.
We all jump on the same channels and carry on the conversation.
Exactly. Right. Everybody take care. We shall see all those joining us on John's Live at 10 o'clock. We shall see you over there. And hopefully it's going to be a really good investigation.
I don't know what's happening tomorrow night. I have no idea.
Not sure yet. We might even end up live tomorrow.
I'm stopping in bed all day.
Might investigate Simon's house before he leaves. But yeah, no, we'll sort something out for tomorrow.
I don't know activity anymore.
I know.
I don't, and that blows my mind away.
Yeah, everybody, don't forget to pop over to John's Sixth Sense, where spirit meets science tonight.
Yes, and
or as Lindsay calls them, John's Sixth Sense Paranormal.
It was you. He did used to call himself Paranormal, so I've got that excuse. But yes, enjoy tonight's live.
It'll be on Facebook, Joe.
Yeah, it's on Facebook. John's Sixth Sense.
Where Spirit Meets
Science. Main page, live at 10 o'clock. So please be there.
From the event centre.
Yeah.
It's just that we're not there.
Yeah, we're not there.
But when we go back again, we'll have to do this.
Be amazing. Yeah.
John Six Pumps.
We're going to have to do that cellar.
Yes. So take care, my sweeties.
Yes.
And Steve, have a great day. All you across the waters, have a fantastic day. And sweet dreams to everybody when you all decide to go to bed. Mwah.
Yeah.
Night. See you
night.
soon.
God bless.